where they've recreated the simple dogfighting or rocket attacks and the whole environment that you play through. So I'm going to do 50 missions in total you can play through now and show you. That was more roughly around about 50 or 60 hours worth of gameplay, and that's just in single player mode. That doesn't include any of the multiplayer activity that you can do. So here we are again now in 1945. Now we've now got the American Air Force. We're going to be flying some Mustangs. Which are great planes to fly. Again, each of the planes handle very differently, and the more that you play through the single player mode, which is campaign, and mission mode, which I'll go into in a second. I'm just going to skip out this level. You unlock new planes. There's 42 planes in total that you can unlock, and each of those planes can then be used in multiplayer mode. There's 4 multiplayer modes that you can play through. So again, talking about multiplayer online, what you can also do, as I said, dogfighting. So 16 planes in total across each of themselves, dogfighting, which is really great fun. You've got team dogfight. What you can do a bit later down the line is every plane that you unlock, you can then go into training mode, where we have one team in our training mode gives you the opportunity to set up a simple or complicated training mode for each of the new planes that capture the airfield. Is just that. And what one team do is allow you to build your own levels, so you can fly through plane you've unlocked, learn how to fly it, learn how it feels, and you fly through the air, what the guns and the power of the weaponry is, etc. But there's great level of detail levels put into each of these training modes. I'll show you this very quickly now. And attack airfields and defend airfields. So here you've got to go through and you fly and land your plane when you've opened the airfield, wait for it to be captured, and then from there you have to fly back out and then defend that particular airfield as well. Dover. You can set a difficulty level. So here we are, 1940 realistic simulator 5. You can choose. We're in the Bastogne, and our objective here is to take out all those ground units through artillery, emergency fighting, scramble, take hostile, friendly as well. The situation. So not only do we have the artillery from the ground going out, and again each of these different things like morning, noon, and night. Each of these add a different level. You've also got the top units. Now, so you can set up a level which might be a nighttime mission mode. You can set how many enemies you want in there, what kind of enemy aircraft, and then you can fly your plane. 2 sets of objectives here is to take out gives you an idea of, like I say, the feeling for a plane and where the plane works on, and also defend the rest of the team and the squad by taking out the aerial combat battles. I'm going to scoot through now, and I'm going to give you a very exclusive look. I'm going to show you one of the very you can fly right the way down and you can see all the low level there. Now obviously on bombing runs and other missions with rockets and bombs, when you're in arcade mode you do have the facility to be able to jump quite, fly quite low down to the ground and really get a good low level attacking. But obviously dropping bombs, there's a lot of splash damage that happens with the bombs. Rocket load, so you've got to make sure that you don't, and I would check fly this one here now is to clear all the ground damage to the plane. But in ground simulator and realistic modes you have to be very careful in what you do, because the main issue that you have is that the lower down that you get to the ground, the more damage the plane can get. But in dogfighting modes, flying down low to the ground gives you a really good combat advantage. Okay, so here we go. This is one of my favourites. See the bullets whizzing past me there. There's literally over 100 planes fighting in the sky at one time. And you can see here again the level of detail. Something else which we've got environments and scenarios. This is war-turned ball, war-turned flying ball. Sorry. We'll look behind us here, we'll see the rest of our team give them basic orders as well using the D-pad. You see how this guy's dropping down to the ground, it's making a much harder target to hit. Now, our objective is to destroy the enemy vehicles and fortifications on the floor. You'll see all the flat cannons shooting up, or the ground units shooting my target. So you can send some basic commands out. I think that makes this one very different is the fact that we do have a bombing target. You'll see there the target that comes out from. So if I press the D-pad left, now as we get over our target, that will turn red. When it's fully red, come and defend me, be my wingman. Right, and drop your bombs on for an objective, and the picture that comes out the bottom, ship or attack, that you'll follow the bombs through it, gives you the exact target, there we go, and then up, and then if you don't quite make it, you can go in your targets. Now obviously the rockets that we have here, pressing it down, are very different from the rockets. Listen up, get ready for their fighting instructions. Rockets down as far in straight lines, so they're not very accurate, so you've got to be so using their D-pad, you can just give basic commands out that you place these to the rest of the rockets and these attacks. Now obviously I'm flying a fighter here now, so they handle very differently than they do in the, and again pressing the beat ball, the fighters do. So you've got to be really, they're really quite slow. Now obviously I can do some really great moves. When you're in attack I can still do loop-the-loop, which is in the mission mode. So this is the campaign mode, which takes you across these 6 different phases of the war. There's actually 50 missions that you can play really slow as they go 50 ends across the campaign, long heavier than the campaign takes you through 1940 through 1945, whereas mission mode gives you individual missions from the ones that, from the levels that you open. So for example you've got a selection of missions, they could be reconnaissance missions, planes that fight small bombers, if you want to disengage